Hey everyone, this is Mike, and I'm here with Isaac,
Yo.
and we're here to talk about some video games. More specifically, we're here to talk about Highguard, which is literally only 1 week away, and there's really no hype behind this game. It's kind of surprising considering everything that this game supposedly went through, with the fact that it has like such like pedigree behind it. With as we know, it has the devs of Apex Legends and Titanfall behind it. You think a game like this would have so much more buzz, but it's not looking really good. The game looks very generic, as many of you already know. It doesn't look too groundbreaking. And again, this is a game that's coming out in literally less than 1 week away, and there's literally nothing about it. And apparently, the only person, or rather group, that advertised it was Geoff Keighley at the Game Awards. As everybody knows, this game was revealed as the last big announcement at the Game Awards 2025, and apparently they did not pay for a spot for the TGAs, because usually when it comes to the TGAs, you have to spend like hundreds of thousands of dollars just to get a spot.
Make that millions.
Yeah, millions. Yeah, it's huge. How, like, do you even know like the process for like how one would even go about getting like a spot? Like, it's just crazy, man.
It's probably simple as, you speak with either Keighley in his team, and, hey, we have, or his team reaches out to certain developers that he's probably been working with throughout the entire year.
Mm-hmm.
And then, with his networks, he's usually probably talking to them and says like, hey, do you guys have anything that you guys want to sit down and reveal? And now that, the Video Game Awards is a very global watched event, whether or not you care about the award show or not, people do turn in for the trailers now. So now it's kind of built up that kind of reputation that if you want to reveal your games, you're gonna go on you're going to go on the Video Game Awards to be able to do that now, since we no longer have E3 anymore. And of course we have Gamescom and all those other Tokyo Game Show,
Summer
though.
Game
But
Games Fest.
but after that, it's that very long period of time before you even get to Summer Games Fest. So the last chance to be able to show your game is at that event. So yeah, I think they're always talking, have connections and stuff like that. But other than that, the publications do pay to be on that. Like, it's a commercial because headway. But with Keighley, what makes this one interested, that I guess he loved the product so much and believed it, that it's like, hey, I'll throw you a pro bono, and I'll gladly present this product for free. The team didn't have to sit down and pay for anything. And yeah, I think that's simply what happened, which I'm not hating on Keighley for that.
Obviously, no.
If you believe in the project, like if you had a game award or anything, you probably would do something like that for pro bono if you actually believed in the project. Like, I got your back. I'll be able to. I'll gladly be able to promote it on my event that I'm running.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately, with the perception has just not been good, and yeah. So I'm not gonna sit here and knock on Keighley for just promoting a product that he believed in.
Yeah, I guess so. It's just that a lot of people basically went as far as to say that Geoff Keighley doomed this game by putting it at the end of the showcase. Because again, the last thing that you generally show at like any kind of like showcase, it's generally the one big thing. Like, you got like like a Nintendo Direct. They always have the final announcement. That's usually the close out the whole show. You have PlayStation's showcase. I forgot what the name of PlayStation showcases, but they do the same thing. They always have the one big announcement. So you expect something huge. And yeah, a game like this could have been huge just by the developers that are the pedigree that's behind it alone. Again, Apex Legends and Titanfall, two very popular games in their time, from their time, and so the anticipation in people's heads already was building and building, and they just show this.
Well, I think that's what hurt it.
Mm-hmm.
It started off with the developers of Apex Legend and Titanfall 2. You know, and that's fair. When you hear those two games, very popular games, yeah, you're going to get perked up. So, you know, unfortunately, after saying that, following, you know, what you see for Highguard, yeah, I get it. I get that everybody would have been a little bit disappointed on that, though. But no, I don't fault Keighley for doing what he did.
Yeah, I don't.
No one should. I mean, like you're gonna rep. You know, if you believed in the project, which I probably think he did, you know, he wanted to give it the spotlight. You know,
Yeah, obviously.
So
it's just unfortunately you're going against like, you know, gamer expectation, and we tend to over like hype things. Just like at the moment that like, you know, we hear like who's like working on a game. It happened for so many games in the past. I remember that one game, Balan Wonderland, made by, I believe, by the creator of Knights and one of the original Sonic creators.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember that being super hyped up.
Or the Mighty Number 9 back in the day, or same creator who made Mega Man once they left.
One of the co-creators.
Co-creators of Mega Man.
Kenji Inafune is always.
I thought he was the original.
He was one of the co-creators. He wasn't like
not Mega Man. Mega Man X. The days of Mega Man X.
No, I'm not too sure.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I think he worked on Mega Man. That's pretty much it. Yeah, but I get it. I mean, isn't that part of the industry though? Like 95% of it is more hype.
It's marketing hype. Yeah,
it's marketing hype at the end of the day. So I mean, we're kind of all victim to that. Yeah, so once the product shows up, it's like, oh, what's that?
It's just, I think it's just the big issue is just using name brand, like recognition of the devs that worked on so-and-so game as part of that quote unquote marketing hype, which again can really set expectations, and sometimes it doesn't work to your benefit when you kind of do stuff like that, because we don't know if these are the people who are truly the masterminds behind what made this game shine, because for all we know, these could have just been a bunch of interns who worked on the game, or a bunch of just code monkeys who just, you know, built up the inner code of the game and not actually the gameplay or the art design or direction. Just like all the creative stuff that truly makes a game what it truly is. Like we a lot of people don't really know. And I really wish companies would really stop doing this.
It is, well, it's clear that they took a playbook out of movies, you know, like a movie made by Steven Spielberg, that's going to come with weight. A movie made by Christopher Nolan, that's going to come with weight. Like, you know what to expect. Games, not so much, unless it's not Kojima, why I think Kojima works so perfect, because you know it's coming from him.
And even
like games like Death Stranding. I mean, yeah, but at least you know it's coming from him.
Yeah,
you know?
And even then, it's like, even when you have like a big name like that, it doesn't mean like all of his work is gonna be his best stuff too. Sometimes, especially, I get it, certain people have track records of producing good stuff, but then when you sometimes when you let them truly run loose, you get something like Death Stranding, which, to its credit, is an interesting game, but it's not a very fun game to a lot of people.
I get it. Like, yeah. No, it's
and it's just like, it's just like
it's different tastes for people. I totally understand that, though. But like, either way, you know what you're getting, because it is Kojima. You're gonna get something out of the box.
Yeah, I guess
9 out of 10. Whether it like I said, it might work for some, it might not work for other people, but you're going to get something interesting from him. In this case, in terms of the game that's being launched, Highguard, you're just saying the people, like going back to what you're saying, you're probably got like the developer who worked on this game, or like you said, the third programmer who worked on this game. It's not like a brand name. It's not a name that you know in the industry, you know. So that's that probably plays a big part into it. But
it's funny. I honestly think I guess the point I'm trying to make is that this game probably wouldn't have the negative reception that it got if they didn't stick on the names of, they didn't invoke the name of Apex Legends and Titanfall onto it. I think this game would not have gotten such a bad reception if that was the case, to be perfectly honest. If it was just presented as just a new upstart studio trying to make something that they truly enjoy and love, I think it would have been, and it wasn't presented at the very end of the Game Awards, I think it wouldn't have such a negative reception.
Maybe. It's really hard to tell. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, it's really hard to say if this game, maybe, maybe if it was tucked in somewhere during the awards, maybe nobody would honestly care for it. But yeah, I guess Geoff really said, "Hey, I'm gonna make this. This is gonna be the game that closes the night, and we're gonna really hype it up, to put it in the situation that it is now." But even then, since then, it's like, even with all that hype and momentum, like you said, they didn't do a great, whoever Highguard's team is just didn't care to market it for whatever reason. I don't know why. Like you said, your game's coming out in a couple days as a filming, so
it basically is just they saw the negative reception and they thought, let's not throw gasoline onto the fire. Is basically what it's saying. Let's just keep calm and let's quiet and just release it and just let it speak for let the game speak for itself at this point. Don't try to fan the flames, because I know a lot of developers are very passionate about their work, and obviously they're gonna go on social media and start saying, screw all these negative people saying crap about our game. We worked really hard on it, and how dare you, and blah blah blah. And I'm pretty sure they were told by the upper staff saying, don't say anything, just be quiet. Let's just release the game, and hopefully we can weather the storm at that point. And I think that,
I guess people know about the game because of bad press. So hopefully, and maybe is that what they're kind of hoping? Maybe the bad press attracts people. Again, any kind of publicity is good. I guess good publicity. Any publicity is good publicity, I guess, at this point.
I mean,
even with bad publicity, at least they're hoping. I know I'm trying to Jedi mind
trick
my way into this logic, but maybe because it's gotten so much bad publicity that people may just want to take a look at it just to see how bad it is, or maybe they discovered that the game is actually pretty good.
Yeah,
who knows about that? Again, also, it's probably also the situation where you're waiting for a couple of YouTubers to go on and play it and probably trash it, and then have other people go on, and then everybody going on, be the little sheep and go on the status forums like, yeah, I told you this game's gonna suck, blah 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 blah, instead of just actually just playing it free and seeing for what it is. But it is what it is.
Yeah. And so basically, what do you think? Are you looking forward to Highguard? I mean, do you think this game is gonna sink or swim? Basically, is what we're asking. Do you feel that it was right for Geoff Keighley to put this at the end of the Game Awards, or not? I mean, let us know. If you like what we do here, please rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm Mike with Isaac, and we are saying peace.